We begin this afternoon with the economy, where the world has gone on a shopping spree for gold. Now, this comes as China continues to increase its gold purchases to counter its dependence on the U.S. dollar. RT's Sara Montes joins me with the details. Sara, dollars or gold? I like them both, but it looks like China right now has a preference.
That's right, Scotty. China and other countries as well have been steadily increasing their gold reserves and shifting away from U.S. Treasury bonds. Now, analysts predict that gold purchases will only continue to increase. The yellow metal soared to a 5-year high, posting gains on Monday at $1,403 per ounce. This was up 17.3% since last September, when it was at its most recent low of $1,182 per ounce. And the surge is speeding up, with the price up 10% in just the last week. According to the World Gold Council, the People's Bank of China bought up more than 70 tons of gold since December, after not buying virtually any gold for 2 straight years. And just last month, China's gold reserves jumped 15.8 tons. According to data from the central bank, China's total foreign reserves last month climbed from $78.35 billion to $79.83 billion. But it's not just China. According to WGC data, in 2018, gold reserves around the world surged by 651.5 tons, or 74% year on year. Now, it's not just a surge world gold reserves that spiked the price, but it's also a direct response to last week's U.S. Federal Reserve's board meeting. This signaled likely cuts to U.S. interest rates that will occur later this year. Experts say that the dollar originally became the world's reserve currency because it was just as good as gold, but times are changing.
In fact, the dollar was gold. It was Federal Reserve notes that were IOUs for dollars, which were made of gold. And we went off the gold standard in 1971, but I think the world is going to go back on it because I think the days where the dollar is the reserve currency are numbered. And we're going back to basics. You know, everything old is new again. Gold was money in the past, and it will be money again in the future. And central banks that are smart enough to read that writing on the wall are increasing their gold reserves now.
This also comes at a time when tensions between the U.S. and China have worsened over the protracted trade war. The world's 2 largest economies have been in multiple trade disputes since last March. And most recently, Trump raised tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese imports to 25%. Beijing retaliated by raising duties on 5,000 U.S. products to 25% as well. Now, Beijing-based political journalist Tom McGregor said Beijing is worried U.S.-China ties could get worse, so the PBOC has jumped to stockpile its gold reserves. Gold is a safe haven investment. Scotty, experts are predicting that gold purchases will continue to go up this year as political and economic tensions are largely on the rise. And all eyes really are on U.S. and China relations as they meet at the end of this week at the G20 summit. But this could be a decisive moment that could change the direction of the price of gold and even decide the fate of the U.S. dollar and the world's economy.
Well, that's the thing, Sarah. If they have a great meeting, then that's not necessarily good news for gold. At the same time, that's good news for the economies of both countries. Thank you so much for covering this and continuing to cover it.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.